everyone. Today I thought I would show you our cruiser, how it's set up for not only Sean but also Breck, and some of the different equipment that we have in the cruiser for both just police work and also for canine work. Sean's currently in a meeting, so me and Breck are just hanging out here, and Nash and Grubby are in the house. So this is our cruiser. It's a 2016 Ford Police Interceptor Utility. When Sean first started working for the town, the cruiser they had was giving them a lot of mechanical problem errors, and I'll just go ahead and walk around while I'm telling you this. But it had some, problems, so we started looking for something, and we found one in Knoxville, Tennessee, which wasn't too far away. And what was really great about it, and you can see we have a nice sticker here, that I ordered on Etsy. And then we've got a canine unit on each side, and then a little German Shepherd to match the big German Shepherd. So, and then we've got the same sticker on this side. So anyway, we went to Knoxville and picked this up and brought it home, and so this is what he's been using since, I guess, fall of 2017. So here's a look inside. There we go. Let me just get some light here. Okay, so we've got, let me just turn this to the side here so you can see. We have two different radios. One is for law enforcement and one is for the EMS. And then this box here in the center, that is for the sirens, the Wayland siren system. New, and then there's the magnets, and Sean bought these magnet mics, which are a lot easier to use than the slip-on style. And then we bought this armrest here because there was none, and that makes for a long, hard day if you don't have one. And then Sean's got a little mouse, and he's got a little cubby hole there for some other junk, and the mouse goes with his laptop there, which we also got that cover from Etsy. Get a lot of stuff from Etsy, love it. And so this is our newest addition. We just installed this a couple weeks ago, and most people attach it to the console somehow, but as you can see, Sean was kind of running out of room. So what we did was we got a little cell phone cup holder, and we put it on that, and I did some redneck engineering to make it work, but so far so good, and it's right where he needs it. And so this Canine Heat Alarm Pro, what it does is you set it for a certain temperature, and if the vehicle reaches that temperature, say Sean's not in the car, he's out, I don't know, maybe there's an accident and something happens to the AC system and it starts blowing out hot air, or just something happens to the air conditioning, or it's just not enough to keep it cool, this system will, it'll do several things. It can roll down the windows. It will start, we'll see that here in a minute, but there's a fan back there that it'll kick on the fan. It will set off your lights and sirens, and it will beep the horn here. So that's just a safety feature. If you ever see the stickers that say this, canine temperature controlled and monitored, more than likely they've got this system or something similar to it, but I think this is probably the most popular one out there. we were lucky enough to have been gifted this by Blue Line Canine Project, which is a really great organization based out of Ohio. And actually, the lady that leads it, the founder, she moved to West Virginia, and we just happened to meet her one day at a restaurant. So we were able to get that courtesy of them. Then also in the front seat here, we have Sean's got a little thing that hangs around the seat headrest that he can hold some notebooks and different things, and that way if he has anything he needs to look up, and then it also has a junk holder, as you can see. It holds different things. But so that is the front seat. Well, for the most part. This is called a Noggle, which I got on Amazon, and believe it or not, that sucker works, because we do not have rear AC in this cruiser. That actually sends air back to the crate, and it works pretty darn good. So we were very happy to get that and get that set up so that when it gets hot, Mr. Breck will stay cool. So kind of give you an idea of what it's like. So got your radios here. You got it's really strong magnet. Oh gosh. Okay, that's really strong. Okay, I guess it has to be if you got a held on in 100+ mile/hour pursuits. But this is what it's like in the front. Also, I forgot to tell you when I was explaining this heat alarm that another feature that we actually got extra is that once this is set off, when the heat gets hot in here and the alarm starts going off, we also added the option of having it call. It'll text and call whatever numbers you set up. So, because where I'm usually at is rarely out of cell service range, we set my number up also in addition to Sean's. That way, it will also call me, and then I will call Sean, and if I can't get a hold of him, I'll call the non-emergency number of 911 and let him know, hey, make sure Sean knows that the heat alarm's going off so he can go make sure that Breck is okay. So that's an awesome feature of this system as well. And I guess that's it. Okay, so now we're in the back seat, and that, I don't remember what that is, but that's okay. It's not my job, it's his. But, okay, so we have got this little box down there. That is a drug testing kit. Then this is human first aid kit. We have a canine first aid kit also. There's the box for the Noggle. I'm not sure why we still got the box. And then there is, hold on, let's go look and see. Okay. Alright, so this down here, we got, well, you can't see it, but right down there, that's spare mags. And this is our tracking bag. So whenever Sean gets called out on a track, and you see it started off as it was a Nash bag, and now it's a Breck bag. Maybe, hopefully soon, it'll be a Breck or Nash bag. But as you can see, it's a nice bag with a lot of Molly system or pouch thing, addition possibilities, whatever. And one day I will, when we get into tracking, I will show you what all is in there. It's pretty heavy. And then we've got that there with the paper sticking out is the printer for citations. And then we have, that is a smoke and carbon monoxide detector. And then he's got a little flashlight down there. So I think that pretty much covers the back seat. Here's the noggle hose. It goes from the front, and we have it coming back here through the back. And okay, so the first thing when we open up the door is that box back there that's kind of flat. That is spike strips. Then right here, that is a canine first aid kit that was provided to us through the Blue Line Canine Project. This group does first aid kits for canines. And then we have, hold on here, let me get this. Of course, we've got to have a couple toys. So we got the toys in the back. This is called a watering hole. Now, this will hold, I believe it's a gallon of water. And what I love about it is you always have plenty of fresh water on hand for the dogs. And when you're traveling, which we often do, you turn it on its side and it doesn't spill out. So, love it. It's a little pricey. I'm telling you, it's worth every penny. Our cage for the cruiser, it's called, let's see if you can see that, a MIM Vario cage. And the reason why we got this one, let me see if I can get it. It was crash tested, and there's very few dog cages that are actually crash tested. So now we've got a little, it's a Govee temperature monitor thing, and so we had ordered some things from Etsy, and the kind people sent us these little doodads. And of course we have to have the bags always. And so this is the inside of his cage. And if you can see back here, that's the fan that goes with the Ace Canine. And then that little round thing there, that is the noggle. So the air comes back here and through that hole and keeps him nice and cool back here. And he's got a partial toy that my mom bought him, and he's done tore it up. So, but I think that just about covers the cruiser. And I guess if you've ever wondered what a cruiser's like, I will say that, like if you've seen like where there's a canine that a door pops open and the canine runs out, that's actually part of the, well, you can get it as part of the heat alarm system, and it's called Hot and Pop. It'll pop open when it gets hot and the dog can get out of the heat, but it also has the ability to pop open so that the dog can help you when you're in distress. But in order to have that, this back seat is taken out, and usually there's like a 2/3 for the dog and 1/3 to transport a prisoner or a suspect or whatever, somebody that's been under arrest. But with Sean being nearly 6'3", as you can see, he's got his seat all the way back and probably could use some more room, and he was just afraid that the canine insert would be really restricting of his movements. So we opted for the crate in the back. But anyway, so that is how we have set up his cruiser. I always say we because I'm cleaning it and helping out and organizing it just as much as he is. So we are definitely a team, but I hope that you enjoyed this little glimpse and little sighting of the Brexter. And have a good day, and God bless. So that's basically the cruiser inside and out and all lit up. So thanks for joining us today and spending a few minutes of your day with us. If you have any questions about anything that you saw in the video today, or how it works, or what brand it is, or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment and I'll try to answer those questions as quickly as I can. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and God bless.